What's your take on the data we're waiting for in the rest of the week and what we've seen as well in this past week and some of that soft manufacturing data?
Obviously payrolls is a big number. I actually think the sell-off at the beginning of the week, although trade got all the headlines, it had a lot to do with the market has been discounting a recovery in global trade and global manufacturing. And we saw data consistent with that late last week and through the weekend out of Asia. The ISM number clearly threw the market for a loop. I actually think that the market PMI, the construction of that is much better in terms of the way they weight the factors and just the fact that they asked their constituents to just give them a read out of the U.S. as opposed to a global read. I think that's more indicative. But nonetheless, that ISM number really did cause significant consternation because if that global manufacturing and trade recovery were not intact, then the basis for the rally we've had over the last couple of months would not be in place. So that makes tomorrow's payroll number critical. Now, this is a lot of making of excuses, I suppose, but the ADP number, I think, was biased by the weak jobless claims this month and that ISM number, and it's not really indicative of the broader trends in the labor market. Those trends are actually quite good. We get very worked up every month about whether we created 5 or 10 basis points of total employment, but what more important is that 25% turnover in the labor market every quarter. That's been trending higher. That drives wages up. That drives productivity up as well. Those trends are still quite good. So even if labor growth is slowing, the job growth that is, I think those broader trends will continue to push wages higher and set a really good tone for consumer spending and just the broader trend in the U.S. economy. So on balance, I think what we'll see from payrolls tomorrow will be good enough. And that global trade and manufacturing recovery is intact, and that should carry us well into the first quarter of next year.